After her father's death, young and beautiful orphan Claire continues to work in the hotel he owns, under the direction of authoritarian stepmother Maud. When her stepmother's young lover looks up to Claire, the jealous widow decides to brutally dispose of her rival. Claire flees to a remote farm, where she meets 7 men and begins to learn about herself and her sexuality. Hello everyone, this is Recap Movie Hub. Today I'm going to tell you about the movie White as Snow. The first part of the movie is about a girl named Claire. After her father, a hotel business owner, dies, Claire is left with her stepmother, who inherits her father's entire business. One morning, Claire goes for a run and becomes the victim of a kidnapping. The kidnapper took her away in the trunk, but while they were driving down a forest road, he collided with a boar and lost control of the car. Claire managed to get out and run, but was caught by her kidnapper, who threatened her with a gun and shot her. When Claire regains consciousness, she finds herself in an unfamiliar house and meets a man who says he accidentally shot the woman in the woods. The girl offers to call the police, but Pierre is against it and once again goes to jail. He has no desire. Leaving the room, Pierre returns again with clothes instead of the ones Claire was wearing. While the girl was unconscious, Pierre undressed her and washed her clothes. Once dressed, Claire looks around the house and meets Vincent, the cellist. She falls asleep listening to him play, but wakes up when she is picked up by Francois, Pierre's twin brother, who differs from him in that he has a severe stutter. Pierre asks the girl to leave the house because those who tried to kill her might find Claire and get to their house. The girl tries to persuade Pierre to let her stay here. Pierre himself realizes that kicking her out is illogical, but then yells at Claire, for which he gets it from the girl. Later, Pierre kisses Claire, which the girl does not resist at all. The next morning, Claire meets Vincent, and they go to the vet. The man gives Claire a violin, and she tells him about her passion for music, which she gave up after her mother died. As she returns home, she notices Pierre chopping wood. The guy kisses her, and they make love. Late at night, while lying in her bed, Claire hears the sound of the television. The girl comes down and sits on the couch, next to Pierre, starting to stroke his leg with her foot. After the comfort, the guy stutters that he is very thirsty, which makes Claire realize that it was not Pierre at all, but his twin brother Francois. The guy admits that he shouldn't have done it, but he couldn't help himself. The next day, Claire gets a job at a local diner so she doesn't have to sit on the twins' necks. Upon returning home, Claire tries to call her stepmother, but Maud immediately hangs up when she hears her voice. The second part of the film takes us back a week, when Maud suggests to her lover Bernard that they no longer hide their relationship, but pause as their feelings have faded. Bernard agrees, and Maud learns that he has called Claire and confessed his love for her. Unwilling to put up with this, the stepmother arranges for Claire's elimination. During lunch at a restaurant, Bernard wonders where Claire has disappeared to, and Maud explains that this is not the first time this has happened. At this point, the woman's phone receives a call. It's Claire. Maud immediately disconnects the phone. At the diner where Claire has taken a job, all the customers pay attention to the girl. Claire meets a local librarian named Charles and his son Clayman. Sam, a veterinarian, also pays attention to Claire and invites her to the club, where a man starts hitting on the girl. Sam fails to stand up for the girl, but Clayman does, knocking out the molester with one punch. On the way home, Claire says she thought Sam was strong and he was vulnerable, but she likes it. Pulling over to the side of the road, the vet stops the car and asks the girl to repeat those words again. Claire pronounces that she likes Sam and touches his arm, then sits on top of him. Maud meets Charles at the library and asks him about places to stay. Charles recommends that she stop by the temple where she meets the pastor. Maud tells of her missing stepdaughter, whom the pastor knows. The stepmother asks her not to say anything to anyone, or Claire will run away again. According to the woman, the girl resents her because Maud, after Claire's father died, did not pay enough attention to her. The pastor offers to mediate and arrange a truce between the girl and her stepmother. Clayman joins Claire on her morning run. The girl is attracted to him, and there seems to be no man in this town that she doesn't like. Clayman is shy and unsuccessfully tries to hug Claire, falling to the ground and then running away.
Claire!
Tu t'es fait mal?
Non.
Claire goes to the temple to tell the pastor about her affair with several men. The pastor says it's all local mountains stirring the blood. The man informs him that there is a man in the temple who longs for reconciliation with Claire and takes the girl to Maud. Upon seeing her stepmother, Claire throws herself into her arms. After telling her stepmother the details of the day, Claire declares her desire to stay in this town, where she has made many new friends. Maud does not mind. The stepmother offers to drive the girl to the city, and she agrees. Maud stops unexpectedly at the edge of a cliff, under the guise that a tire has come down. Stepmother asks Claire to see what is wrong with the wheel. Sneaking up on the girl, Maud is about to throw her off the cliff, but at that moment a pastor on a motorcycle rides up to them. After learning that all is well, the man goes on his way. As the plan is thwarted by an unnecessary witness, Maud takes Claire back to town, offering to meet her on the next weekend. Unsuspecting, Claire agrees. At the diner, the girl is approached by Charles, talking about problems with his son Clayman, who does not want to communicate with his father. The man asks Claire to talk to Clayman. After work, Claire finds Guy and tells him she loves him, after which they kiss. Claire meets her stepmother on Sunday for a picnic, where Maud serves her an apple filled with poison. Just as Claire is about to take a bite of it, Clayman appears in the clearing. The girl invites the boy to join them and holds out the apple to him. Maud grabs the fruit, saying that she doesn't know the guy at all. Clayman apologizes and leaves, and Claire, after putting down the apple, goes after the guy, with whom she later makes love in the woods. At night, Maud arrives in the town where the dance is going on and tries to poison her stepdaughter with wine by adding poison to one of the glasses, but she fails here as well. Clayman stands in her way and accidentally knocks one of the glasses out of Maud's hands.
Pardon, madame. Encore vous? Je suis désolé.
To the girl, Clayman tells her that he did it on purpose. This plan doesn't work, so Maud brings her stepdaughter a drink to make her sick. Driving down the winding mountain road, Maud confesses that she has only been in love once in her life, but that love was also stolen from her by Claire, whereupon she opens the door and pushes the girl out of the car. Then, stepmother goes to the temple to pray, but accidentally sets herself on fire. Claire survives and lies in the hospital, where she is kissed in turn by 7 men who love her. Afterwards, the girl comes to her senses. That's all for today. Subscribe and like it if you want more videos like this.